Elvis Kosgei, KTN, Nandi County.
Shifting focus, governors and members of parliament have now ganged up against the executive in opposing a directive by Treasury that requires all government agencies to migrate to the new electronic procurement platform.
The bone of contention is that there is no existing law or amendments to the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act of 2015 that stipulates how the system will ensure there is fairness, transparency and competitiveness when awarding government tenders.
As our senior political affairs reporter Chris Thyro details, the fear governors and MPs have is that the final decision on who and which companies get government tenders will rest with the executive.
Last month, a CS Treasury John Badi sent a circular to all government agencies and departments that by 1st September, they should have migrated to the new electronic procurement platform. But even before the system is fully rolled out, it has already received resistance from governors and the legislators. Now, the initial plan by the government was that beginning this month of September, we would move from the traditional manual tendering system to the electronic system. And now this is how it should work. If you want to bid for any tender in government, you'll have to come closer to any computer near you or visit a cyber cafe near you. Come direct to the public procurement information portal where you will see the tenders that you will want to bid. There are those which are open tenders, there are those which are already closed. And from there, you'll of course pay a fee of not a minimum of 1,000. And after that, your application will come to this portal. Now, this is the key. All these tenders will be in one portal. And it will be controlled at Treasury by the executive. And the fear that governors and members of parliament now have is that they will have very minimal access to know who tendered, who won the tender. And when it comes to issuing these tenders at the CDF level or at the county level, then they'll have a challenge since these will have closed their proxies and people who think that maybe they'll get these tenders. And up to now, there's still that resistance.
If it's not working, it's not working. And no one can shove it down our throats.
However, when you flip the coin, those against the electronic system argue that the president could use the portal to dish out government tenders to his proxies. The president is clear that there is no turning back.
Any official who is not ready to work with us in e-procurement, they can as well leave. Waondoke kwa serikali, waende watafute kazi ingine.
And as the stalemate continues, now the challenge that many Kenyans are facing is that when you come to log in to the GP portal, Government of Kenya, that is the electronic procurement system, it doesn't respond and it shows your connection is not private. This is the challenge that many are going through.
It is not working. So once they make it work, fine. But we need to take our students to school.
There's a system that has been running. You just come and just terminate the system and begin to introduce a new system that you've heard from the governor himself saying it's not working.
Hatuwezi nunua chochote, hatuwezi nunua madawa, hatuwezi fanya procurement ya zile project tuliweka kwa budget.
The argument by legislators is that there is no existing law that supports the electronic system and that the country can't rely on the laws that control the manual system. Further, they argue that it will be against the spirit of the Constitution that mandates all public procurement of goods and services be conducted through a system that is fair, equitable, transparent, competitive, and cost-effective. So far, only 4 entities, the National Treasury, Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission EACC, Privatization Commission, and the Public Procurement Regulatory Authority have successfully boarded the platform. Chris Thyro, KTN, Nairobi.
Thank you, Thyro, for that. Let's now head to the coast where a controversial preacher